Today's topic is weather. Part 1, Style Questions.
What's the weather like in your country?
It's quite changeable really. We have periods of time with clear blue skies, then all of a sudden we'll have torrential rain.
Which months have the best weather in your country?
Well, I suppose it's a matter of personal taste really. I like it around the end of October and November. I'm not fond of the heat waves we often get during the summer. It's not freezing cold during these months and we still get lots of sunny spells.
Does it bother you much when it rains?
It depends. If I get caught in the rain and I get drenched, I don't like it, but I'm a gardener, so a drop of rain is good for my plants.
Part 2, Style Task. Describe the weather in your country, and how it makes you feel. You should say, what's the weather like in your country? How do rainy days make you feel? What's your favorite season of the year? What do you usually do in the winter or summer?
I think the best word to describe the weather in my country would be changeable. The British weather is very unpredictable. One day you can get glorious sunshine, then the next day you might get hailstones and freezing wind. Even in the middle of summer, you can never rely on getting good weather, as anybody who has organized an outdoor. Every year on the news, we see pop festivals that turn into muddy swamps, due to heavy rain, or summer holidays at the seaside ruined by terrible weather. But having said that, when the sun does decide to shine in this country, I could not think of a better place to be. One thing that I like about the British weather is that we don't really get extremes of temperature as some other countries do. The rain does sometimes get me down, especially if it continues for weeks, without stopping, and it often makes me feel reluctant to leave the house. I'd say that my favorite season of the year is spring, because after a long cold winter, the first signs of spring really lift your spirits. When we have a heat wave in the summer, which sometimes can be for weeks on end, I love to go down to the coast, where you can cool off in the sea, or just enjoy the cool breeze coming off the sea. In the winter I tend to stay indoors as much as possible because I hate the cold weather. I think having 4 very different seasons, as we do in the UK, is a good thing because it's amazing to see how the countryside changes with the seasons. I think I would find it very strange to live near the equator, where the weather is pretty much the same all year round.
Part 3, Style Questions.
How do the different seasons affect the lifestyle of people in your country?
In places where it's always hot, there aren't many extreme weather changes to worry about. But in other places, the weather changes so drastically from summer to winter that it affects lifestyles. During the winter, the weather may go below zero, and in the summer, it may get as hot as 40 Celsius. That means you have to have different kinds of clothes for each season. Also, in the winter, you might need heating, and in the summer, you will most likely have to use a fan or an air conditioner. A friend of mine uses both.
How do different seasons affect the way people feel?
One of the things that weather affects is the kind of food you eat, but when it's really hot, I don't usually feel like eating a lot, just some fruit, or quick and easy food, like sandwiches, cold noodles, whereas in the winter, I usually feel like eating lots of food, such as soups, rice, noodles, and the like. Also when it's hot, I just feel like sleeping, but in the winter I'm naturally colder, so I have to move around to keep warm.